Good afternoon. We're back again for this time for a focused session of work. Yep. Um, okay. Um, Still working on multiple things at once. Um, let's see. I'm still working on the validation of my system logging service. Same in real life. How's it going, man? Or girl? I can't tell what that image is. If that's supposed to be a picture. If is that a picture of you, or is that just an emoji? Not gaming at the moment, unfortunately. I am actually working. Well, I won't say unfortunately. I like doing this. So, trying to make a game. Hopefully, with any luck, I will be getting this thing done in the year to come. Let's see. Logging service and roster. So yeah, I'm trying to get my game here to a point where I can get a demo done, and it's been well, let's just say it's not been a fast process. Why can't I grab this? Oh. Slowly but surely, I'm working through it though. I've had like multiple AI agents working with me. I've had me going through code, which I usually try to get the AI agent working on a number of things while I go through and figure out why something else isn't doing what I want it to, which is what I got to do with these with the roster. It's loading players, but it's not putting them into the roster page. So I got to go through and figure that out now. And so this is Claude over here cranking in the background, trying to get some my logging system set up. This doesn't work for some reason. I guess when Claude's actually doing something, it doesn't work, or it just loses the. I don't know, loses the context. I don't know. Got to keep track of my usage. I try to crank it out to where I use it up, but I only get to use it up about 6 times a week. I'm at 30% used already for this week, and it just reset yesterday. So I'm only at 24% though. Oh, I got 1 hour to crank it out. Try to see if I can fill it up before it resets. So 4 o'clock. See how much let's see how much work I can put Claude through to see if I can hit my limit. It's not that hard, really, especially if you can give it a big task to work on. So it gave me some Let's go restart the game plan here. Karama, how's it going, man? What's your Friday? Hopefully it's a good one. Let's see, what else did I need to do? Let's see. Good, your settings are correct. The issue is the trace is being auto-deleted. They're successfully in the gateway. Creates trace. Game plan. Let's test if function logging is working. Run this test to see if game plan service is actually logging function entries. We will restart. Okay, game plan is now started. And let's see. Make a game plan request and immediately check logs. So let's go ahead and do that. We will go to my test page, my test out. I don't even know where the logs go. Are they going into my system logging? They do not. Well, at least there's nothing. I don't know what it's expecting to see, but that wasn't it. I say, well, maybe I have to do some setup first. Looking at system logging to be requires F capsule. In dev environment or environment not equal to dev. Trace persistence requires the trace must have has handled. Let's verify and fix bash blah 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 blah. Good. Your settings are correct. The issue is that traces are being auto deleted. Gateway creates trace. Game plan. Do I need to shut down the let's test if function logging is working. Run this test to see if game plan. Echo E sleep. Oh, do I have to do? Does it expect me to run all this? Let's see if this does. I don't think this is going to do anything. All right, let's go back to my bash. Nope, yes I did. Nope. Test 6 returns the old empty logs. Test 6 returns nada. So it's supposed to be logging stuff. I don't know. What's weird is I don't think it's actually created a log. I don't know where it's logging this stuff because I don't have. Oh, I do have system log. Is there anything going in there? There's no documents in the system log at all. System log container. The fact that function logs are empty means the trace ID isn't reaching the game plan service. Blah, blah, blah. I found the issue when you call API game plan using the game plan routes to get game plan by user ID, but we only added logging to the get game plan method. Let me add logging. That's what it did. Didn't actually put it in for everything, silly boy. All right, how much caffeine? 200 milligrams of caffeine for me. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Gotta get me that caffeine. Drink it down. I got up too early this morning. I had to take a nap. I almost slept for 40 minutes. I was tired, I guess. I don't, My naps are usually like 10 minutes. Just enough to get the sleep out. But boy, I got up. I was groggy when I woke up. But I was like, I can't sleep because my brain was running and it was getting away from me. And I was like, forget it. It's time to get up. It's 5 o'clock. So I got up at like 5 to 5. On a Friday, I don't like getting up that early on Friday because I stay up late on Friday nights. That's why I had to take a nap. I was like, I'm not going to be able to function if I stay up, if I don't get some sleep. So I wanted to get work done. And I have so many things I got to get on done. I finished all 10 modules of my my personal training certification course, but now I got to take the actual exam. So I'll probably be doing that next week. And then I got to get I got to go get certified in CPR, which I might do next week as well. You can get certified. Apparently, you can get certified in CPR online. I didn't know that, which is kind of weird. It costs like $75. It's like, really? All right, let's go over here. I'm going to go try and see if I can do a break on this thing again. It's already running, so let's... Why didn't... okay. Oh, stop. I'll go back over here and see if we can... Why aren't you letting me put a breakpoint down? Hello? All right, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so this particular Copilot has been helping me contend with the issues I've been facing here with my system not loading up. Do I need to restart? Oh, rebuild both services. What services? System logging and game plan, I guess. Yeah. I will start those in a moment. Now restart both services and run a test. In the game plan service console, you should see. Oh, did it actually run these things? I don't think it was able to run them because one of the things it does is it'll try to start your services, but it doesn't know to shut them down. So when it fails to start them, it won't actually. They won't actually restart. Hold on, busy. Hello. There he goes. It's triggered. He's been triggered. All right, so let's see what I've got this time in the response. Honestly, now that I think about it, I think I actually fixed this. But what I didn't do is fix the output. Because I think it was showing me the correct team now. Yeah, it does. It actually, yeah, it's the right team. All right, so it's showing the right team, but it still didn't load the data correctly. But that's only part of the problem. So I got to get rid of some of these. This is a whole lot of logging crap. I hate this because it just really fills your space up. Actually, like, I don't need any of this. Actually, you know what? Let's go with the. Let's keep those ones. Let's So much garbage. So much garbage. So much stuff. All right, let's get rid of that one. Reduce the nonsense here. I think I gotta read a message. All right, well, we'll have to see if it's possible to get this thing to run through. Cool. You made it through the week.
Yeah, 3-day weekend.
Oh, that's right. You got Monday off. Nice. My Ultimate Superman, or is it Ultimate? No, not Ultimate Superman. Absolute Superman. Technically, I think this is Absolute Superman final issue of my first subscription, but my son renewed it for me for Christmas. So supposedly, I wouldn't mind looking into getting Absolute Justice League too, or whatever the. Supposedly, at some point there's some crossover with Batman and the Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman and those characters. So it would be interesting. I don't know. At some point they're supposed to cross over with Supes, so we'll find out. Gotta start. Gotta read that. That's 14, I think. Is that what I have over here? 13? Yep, 13. So we're good. They're caught up. They have been known to get behind and mess up. I actually got one point where they skipped. They skipped a version, and then they sent me like 2 the following time. It was weird. All right. Anyway, that's my first ever comic, by the way. I've never ordered a comic in my entire life. I mean, I've bought them here and there, but never actually had a subscription to a comic. It's pretty cool. Anyway, it's about all the thing I can make time for. Because when you read one of these, it takes like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. It's not long, maybe 10, depends on the comic. But so I can go do other things. It's like a break time thing. Let me knock this comic out. I do have this. That takes longer. But I am about 2/3 of the way through it. Supes is fighting with not Darkseid. It's dang it, what's his name? Green face guy. Mongol? Yeah, something like that. It's the war world. He gets to go up there and fight with a bunch of people, mostly Mongols people. All right, let's go see where I was. Let's go restart the service, like I said I was going to do here. Oops, no problem. There it goes. Shut down game plan and system logging. I guess I'll stop gateway also, and then we'll start them all up again. Game plan and system logging. And gateway. All right. And then I will attempt Run test. Okay, let's go run this. And we'll go up to this and this and brr. Did I not copy it? All right. So we know that ran. Didn't cough anything out. So the question is, what am I looking for? Refresh. System log did not get any entries. This is the game plan service didn't connect to system logging. Okay, so let's see, did it? User ID test leading by in the game plan service console. Huh. Well, it says it logged stuff. Logging function, entry, gameplay. Entry called for get game plan. False. Syslog.entry called for game plan. Logging function entry. Syslog.enter completed. Called with user ID. Successfully logged function entry to system logging service. According to that, that's a success. It does look about right. I mean, there's not much to it. I don't have enough log. It's not picking up all of my logs. I gotta have it update all that. But right now, it's just like basic updates. So it kind of, sort of, in a way, is doing it. But the idea is that I get rid of all. It's not in the database. Database is empty. So it wants to check to see if the system log table has anything in it, but it does not. You can check, but I can tell you. System log collection is empty. I'm trying to decide if I want to turn off the fireplace. It's going to check on that. This is a little bit more interactive. Unfortunately, I've got to, go back and forth with it because it's debugging and testing. But I've only got 35 minutes left before it resets, so I want to use up all of my cloud time. It's not much I'm going to get done, honestly, between now and time I stop. So realistically, I can just do more if I go ahead and get as much done in the next 35 minutes as possible. But I won't be, after 5-ish, I'll probably be not working anymore. Do I need to run that? Did it actually run that? Sure. All right. It's updating my system settings. Where's this guy? So what this does, what this is this allows me to control what's getting logged, what's not. I want to be able to say, well, this one's being a problem child, right? So then I can log it and try to log its stack trace or its trace items and slowly get a path of finding out, okay, show me everything that's to be had. But oh, it does. It's saying it fixed it. Do you see system log? No, it isn't. Oh, it does. It has data. Log type, function, service name, game plan. Get game plan by user data, file, line number, message. There's no message in it, but it does have data. Okay. It's kind of like all this is meaningless without this, but this is just testing the whole thing. Creates trace for every request. Trace context propagation flows for gateway. Entry logging, setting based filtering, only logs functions in enabled functions. List database persists. Logs stored in MongoDB system log collection. Trace life cycle. Now, I am running on my local machine. I use the env.local variable, or variables. Often, local is considered different from dev. No, I meant now, but whatever. I do that. I'll type, I can't seem to get no right. I mean now, I type no, I mean to type, what is it? I'll type not or now when I mean to type no, but when I mean to type no, I often type now or not. It's just, I just can't. I have to go back and adjust. I always either add letters or remove them. Maybe we should change let's do this to clarify the environment determines what I was would be what drives the database logging. Expecting it would drives the face logging. Like to be able to determine or control whether I am logging CTB or console. However, in local, once this is working fluidly, I would have the console. In local environment. Wow, I don't know how to spell environment. For and DB and because we got to make sure that it's doing what I'm expecting it to do. Oh, it does show the file. File name is not. Oh, the file name is service tag. Okay, that's good. Service name, function name, game plan, service game plan. So it has a trace ID. So if the trace ID is, I don't know, how is it determining the... I don't know, I feel like, how do I identify an error? That's really a big ID. It's kind of ugly. I got to figure out how to capture an error when it comes, and then restart system logging, it says. Oh, did it explain to me what my... Oops. I think you misunderstand me. Obviously did not explain what the environment is doing. 2 I want to be able to control if we are logging to db by setting a system log setting value. Not something defined code, but rather by variable. Then I can just toggle it when I am running in the local environment. When toggled, it would log solely to the console. All right, let's see what it's got. I don't know why it highlights in white like this. Why does it do that? That's kind of weird. And it's really hard to scroll back up. Oh, so we drew everything. Okay. I've got 20 minutes to use up my time, so I got to keep moving along with this guy. Use up my my 5 hours. I'm going to use up 5 hours and 45% of my week, but that's okay, because on Sunday maybe I'll use it up once, and that'll put me up to about 60%. Tuesday I'll probably use it up to Monday or Tuesday. If I only do it once, I'm going to probably get to 90%. Probably max it out by sometime Wednesday. So that's if I can stay on top of it and keep it doing, because I've got 2 really big things it's got to do. I'm working with it to start integrating some, I need to start getting more unit testing in my code. And I also need to get the system logging in. So both of those things are becoming, you know, things I'm starting to have Claude just focus on and do, while I use Copilot and Bezy to kind of work on the other functions and features of the app. But sometimes when it's doing all this stuff, it draws me back. So I'm kind of like, my attention is diversified to all the different items. Alexa, turn off Firestorm. Currently, the environment field in system logging does 2 things. What you want. A setting you can toggle to control DB versus console logging without changing code. Something like log to database. Capture console logs. Now update the logic to use this new field. Now update the default settings in Protofile. Proto. And it's still doing this. Why do you keep trying to execute Protalk? I told you to add to use MakeGen in the common folder and to add that process to your instructions file so you remember. Because I'm tired of it never works. He always tries to, it always tries to it always tries to use Protalk and it never works. It always fails and it goes, I can't get this. Then it tries another thing and then it tries another thing. And I'm like, just run MakeGen. It already knows to run it for all the proto files. Just put it in there, run it. And it works every time. I mean, assuming, you know, there's no bugs in the Protalk or the proto files, but I mean, the MakeGen, all it does is run the Protalk, but it's already been formatted to run against the correct folders and the right files, and it does everything it's supposed to. Rather than it trying to build its own version of the Protalk, I just said, stop it. Use MakeGen. It works. Does it on the first try, man. Why do you want to torture yourself? Of course, what does Claude care? But I can use more tokens this way. Stop trying to use my tokens with your nincompoopiness. Context left until auto compact. Oh. How am I doing? I wonder how am I doing on this? I wish this would update live, but I guess that'd be asking too much. $43. Oh, I'm not going to get anywhere near. I need to put it to. I need to start having multiple tasks going. Maybe that's what I should do. Let's open another thing up. I need to start working on air logging. Player skills service has multiple tests for validating the player skills. With data in the database. I want you to review how it works using the common store connection and getting data. Following the same architecture. I want you to start planning. Oh yeah, I gotta do Shift Tab. How to implement these kind of tests for maximum code coverage throughout this application. I do not want mock data setups. I want all my tests to to use real database data by way of sampling considering even some kind of test mark kind of validated or other test value in each document / collection to might not work because I have different tests. Maybe not. Some kind of this will allow for running tests in production. Confirm to keep tabs on data integrity. Plan on a build-out strategy, testing, implementing one service at a time. Failed tests should be logged to a testing test in collection in the database. Test results should be logged to the console in local environment. And to the database in all other environments, including dev, test, and prod. I'll put it to work. It'll probably ask me a couple questions, because that's what this plan mode does. But hopefully that'll use up some of my tokens in these next 10 minutes. All right, what do we got here? Alrighty, well, time for a break. I will be back. I don't know if I'll be back. I'll probably be back gaming tonight, but I don't know if I'll actually be coding tonight. But I will be. I need to take a break for a bit. The wife wants something.